from the curved shape of the male antlers. Currently classified as vulnerable, these deers are continuing to lose their wild space. In many cases, herds must resort to clearing up the rest of their natural habitat and taken over for farming.
You see deer stand out all day.
I only saw it 2 times. And
If you look all the way towards the back on the fence line, you should start seeing some of our deers. Those are the brown antler deers. And if you look all the way towards the back to the right-hand side, the large chocolate-colored animals are the gaur. You don't even need binoculars to get a good look at the gaur. They're the largest wild fowl in the world. Males can weigh up to 2,000 pounds as much as
My father here.
large size and possibly they know better than have just about anything, even a tiger. What drives these huge animals is the loss of their Asian habitat and the consumption of the rest of domestic cattle. If the gaur horns point straight up, it is a male gaur. If they curve at the top, it is a female gaur. As we practice our scientific observation skills, you might be hearing noise coming from a concrete jungle rather than an Asian one. It's easy to forget that the Bronx is using a part of the urban environment. But the noise you may hear behind you now is traffic on the Bronx River Parkway. The large fence directly in front of us is used to reduce the noise of the city traffic. As we round the corner, we are now in the lookout for a tiger. Tiger stripes provide excellent camouflage, so they are often difficult to spot. They are so secretive that even professional researchers have trouble finding them. Although tigers are typically solitary and live alone in the wild, which is why you only see one of them in exhibit at a time.
Experience.
As we look for the tiger, I ask everyone to remain seated.
What a tiger.
I feel slow. I need everyone to sit down.
Sit down, Auntie.
Tigers hunt a variety of animals, but they prefer wild pig. If you look to the left-hand side, walking up the hill is our tiger.
What a tiger.
I need everyone to sit down.
Yeah.
Tigers hunt a variety of animals, but they prefer wild pig and medium-sized deer. Typically, a tiger will gorge yourself on a fresh
Sit down,
meal,
yes,
eating
sit
as much
down.
as 40 pounds of meat at one time. Just think, that's the equivalent of 160 hamburgers in one sitting. After a meal of that size, a tiger will usually not eat again for several days.
Tiger tiger.
That's the same one. No, it's not it. That's the same one that
If you look up the hill, you can see our gaur again.
What is this? Very scary here.
Oh,
What is this? Oh.
It's a gaur again.
The small deers that you see with the white bellies, those are the black-buck antelope. Black-buck antelope are sexually dimorphic, meaning that males and females are different from each other. And if you look to the right-hand side on the fence line, the honey-colored deers that you see, those are the Barracks deer. The Barracks deer have no
Oh my God, I need that.
This last animal comes in with the muddy area.
I'm all the same.
It's like a pig or a turkey.
That's a male.
Her bottom is towards its eye.
Yeah.
The fact that the tugs resemble antlers earned this pig's name. Babirusa means pig in the Malay language. The male Babirusa use their tugs to fight other males and display dominance in order to attract females. If you look to the right-hand side, you can see our Babirusa.
What happened?
A pig! I think it's a pig. That's not a pig.
Oh, it's big.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh,
Our next animal is the world's largest land mammal, so no binoculars needed. We can now see our Asian elephants. African and Asian elephants are an iconic animal worldwide, but unfortunately, they're struggling in the wild.
You're gonna see the elephant
The two Asian elephants you see right here are Patty and Maxine. Maxine is the slightly larger one. As an up-and-coming
Can you see
field
the elephant
scientist,
right there?
what you notice in observing our
See the
elephants?
elephant?
The first thing I notice is their size.
Two.
An Asian elephant can weigh more than 10,000 pounds, so they have to eat a lot of vegetation. For example, our elephants weigh up to 2 million each day and drink 60 gallons of water. Elephants get lots of personal attention here at the Bronx Zoo, including baths and petting zoos. The large tree stumps to the left of the exhibit is your elephant-sized back scratcher.
I want to go in there.
This is.
It's mud. I mean dirt, yeah, dirt.
What
They
the?
pick it up and throw it on their backs.
This next, as we pull away from our elephant zone, we are on the lookout for another large mammal. This animal has skin that looks like armor plates, has a big horn in front of its nose, and it looks like it weighs about 3,500 pounds. Today, all rhinos are highly endangered. Less than 2,000 Indian rhinos survive in India and Nepal. Here at the Bronx Zoo, we care for 5 endangered Indian rhinos. We have had great success with Indian rhinos. Caring for this very rare animal is one thing, for breeding is a huge challenge. How many moms do you have on the train today? Think about this mom. A female rhino is pregnant for 16 months. Can you imagine being pregnant for almost a year and a half? A baby rhino will stay with its mother for 2 to 3 years, although weaning may only take 12 months. We have had 11 baby rhinos born here at the Bronx Zoo. Many people describe rhinos as armor-plated, but they're actually covered with a layer of skin that has many folds. Though the skin of a rhino looks thick and tough, it is actually very sensitive and needs protection from the sun and from insects. One of the rhino's favorite ways to protect the skin is to sit in the mud wallow. Since Wild Asia opened in 1977, many rhinos have spent time enlarging these wallows. By stomping around in the mud, a rhino can shape and mold its area to its liking. As we come into this part of the exhibit, you will look straight ahead and here you can see our Indian rhino. The white stuff that the rhino has on its face is actually sensitive to
You're the big one.
came from the school. Here's more about our conservation work.
WCS. The rhinos you see here are Indian rhinos. We work with habitats all over the world that are homes to rhinos. Here is a note from our field office in Sumatra, and Wulan, who works with the Sumatran rhino. Sumatran rhinos are the smallest of the world's rhinos, and they are considered critically endangered.
My name is Wulan Pusparini, and I'm the Species Conservation Specialist for WCS Indonesia program. We carried out an island-wide survey of the last wild population of Sumatran rhinoceros in Indonesia. With so many unknowns on how to manage Sumatran rhinos in the wild or captivity, our studies showed definitively that we must protect them at source. The cost of doing nothing could be the extinction of the species, and I can't imagine that.
As we move away from the rhino area, we need to be ready to disclose our body testing. In the next few areas, you will see what a challenging job our keepers really have. We're looking at 5 different deer species and one kind of antelope. If you look on the one towards the back, the dark brown deer that you see, that is the sandbar deer. And to the left-hand side, the small deers that you see are the hog deers. And if you spotted a spotted deer, that was the Formosan Sika deer. The sandbar deer is the largest deer in Southern Asia. Males can weigh over 650 pounds.
Come on, look.
The hog deer gets its name because it's short and heavy like a hog. This deer also moves like a hog. It creeps, runs low, and ducks under things rather than leaping over things like most other deer. When alarmed, a hog deer makes a whistling sound or a warning bark. The Formosan Sika deer are native to the island of Taiwan. Formerly known as Formosa, overhunting and habitat loss eliminated the last wild herds of these spotted deer in the early 1970s. Today, they are only found in zoos or in national parks in Taiwan, where they were successfully reintroduced. If you look to the right-hand side, these tan-colored animals are the nilgai antelope. largest of the Asian antelope species. They will stand on their hind legs to browse as high as possible. The males have horns while the females do not.
What is this, deer? Yeah.
Dad just sitting there staring at it like that dirty.
But
It's usually hard to spot our next animal. At less than 40 pounds, China's tusked deer might be easy to miss. A fun fact about this, if you look all the way towards the back on the left corner, it may be difficult to see since it's so small, but it's on top of the rock. That's China's tusked deer. When they make noise, it sounds very much like the bark of a dog. Just like the white-tailed deer here in New York, tusked deer have a white tail and rump. This can be important for deer communication. When alarmed, the deer rises its tail showing a flash of white that can sense danger to other deer or help a fawn to follow its mother in flight. These little deers are very rare in zoos outside China.
right finish?
We are now crossing back over the Bronx River. Thousands of commuters cross this waterway every day, but underneath our highways and the elevated tracks, the river still rushes along, creating a habitat for ducks, turtles, fish, and migrating birds. If you look carefully, you might see the outline of fish. Whether it's the Bronx River here in New York or the Irrawaddy River in Asia, rivers and streams are vital resources for wildlife everywhere.
Yeah, I think those are
We're gonna see more. We're gonna see more right now. Wait, we're gonna see
The rocky terrain in this area is the perfect environment for the next two species. Both are adapted to climb rough mountain slopes. Identifying these animals can be difficult.
Really go.
First, look at their horns. If you found the horns to be curved backwards, you're looking at a female tar. We have an all-female group currently. The lady tar headed to the water go.
More, you see his big ones?
Taboos has special rubbery cords that make them grip scissors, much like the solo of boot.
Right by the log.
Everyone who studies art in the world, you are ready for the serious rock climbing.
It's a Billy Goat.
No matter.
Big one, you see over there too.
If you notice an animal with horns that look like horses, those are the marked horns. If the horns are very large and the animal has almost like a mane around its neck, that is the male marker. They have been known to be trusty.
Fortune. Bengali language.
I'll take it down. I'll take it down.
Poshu, I'm Bengali language and animal meaning Bengali poshu.
In this next area, we will usually have our red
Oh my
pandas.
god.
But because of construction, we will not be exhibiting them today. To see more red pandas, visit our Himalayan Islands exhibit, located just a short walk from the monorail. There you can also see one of Asia's big cats, the snow leopard.
Where's Snake?
Hey! Where's the pandas? You just said there's pandas. Where's the pandas?
Snow leopards are not supposed to be out here. They're supposed to be like where in the cold. Because they have extra fur.
I'm gonna show you what is coming up.
As we round this bend, our journey is almost at an end. You have heard from some of our animal experts here in the field and tried out some of your own science skills while on this ride. We hope you have been inspired by what you have heard and seen today. Remember, the Bronx Zoo is part of the Wildlife Conservation Society, also known as the WCS. In addition to managing 5 parks in New York City, the Bronx Zoo, the New York Aquarium, Central Park Zoo, Queens Zoo, and Brunswick Park Zoo, the WCS has field scientists in 300 sites in over 50 countries. Conflicts between human and wildlife are becoming a more common concern all over the world. But WCS scientists, both in the field and here at the Bronx Zoo, are working to find the solutions to ensure the survival of endangered wildlife worldwide. And you can help our efforts. Just by visiting us today, you're helping us help wildlife. You can discover other ways to get involved as well. Visit us online, join an education program, or become a Zoo member. Your Zoo map has all the information to help keep you connected.
I wish something jumped out.
Please stay seated.